We're just gonna keep it rolling. One of these is gonna work out. Hi everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm so excited to start this YouTube journey and develop a community around my design and art. For those of you who don't know, my name is Elexia Johnson and I'm a multidisciplinary designer with nearly a decade of experience in print, digital, and branding design. Today, I want to walk you guys through the process of how I developed a beer label for one of my clients, Sueñito Brewery. I'm hoping that by the end of this video, you'll have an inside look on how I bring a beer label concept to life, and you'll also learn about how I do design, and hopefully you'll have fun along the way. So let's dive in. Before we get into the actual project, I want to give you a little bit of context on this client. This client, Sueñito Brewery, is a queer and Mexican-owned brewery located in Bellingham, Washington. I've been partnering with them since the beginning of their business. It's been such an incredible journey watching them disrupt the industry and just bring a new, fresh image and brand to Bellingham, Washington in the beer industry. Every few months, my client releases a new beer label, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to work on it. But this beer label in particular was a little bit more challenging for me, as I wanted to do something a bit different. Sueñito Brewery reached out to me and asked me to design a beer label for their new pale ale called New Friends. They wanted this design to be about making new friends and making new connections and how some bonds can withstand the test of time. A theme like this heavily inspired me by, you're not going to believe it, but anime, and how so often in anime the power of friendship is able to get them through anything, and those bonds of friendship are strong enough to overcome any hurdle. I wanted to make something that would encompass all of these things and really showcase the strength and bond of friendship. Now with this project in particular, it was a bit challenging for me because I struggled with bringing this concept to life. But as an artist, I think it's important to spotlight the wins as well as the challenges so that we can all grow and work together to develop an even better product. And also, I just want to be authentic with all of you or whoever's watching this so that you can understand that art is not always linear and sometimes you have hiccups, but what's more important is that you always power through regardless. So when diving into a branding project like this, I always like to make sure I start with a solid ideation foundation. Ideation is arguably the most important part of any conceptual art project, where you're taking the time to research new themes and explore any type of inspiration that might come. I definitely like to start by rough sketching, as this allows me to be very flexible and open-minded and make any mistakes along the way that might turn into little successes. Sometimes the things we think are mistakes actually could work out in the end and might be a great new idea. When I'm showing these concepts, I like to develop a little presentation to highlight what I like the most about the concept, why I think the concept would be a win, and why it works. And here you can see a little bit of a presentation I put together for the client that showcases each of the rough sketches. The first one I called Dancing Together. I was actually quite excited about, and I was hoping the client would pick this one, but of course the client rarely picks whatever you want, so sometimes you got to really emphasize or sales pitch the one you want them to pick if that's what you really want them to pick. I was a little less in love with the Howl Together concept, but I thought that something minimal and clean and emphasized with texture could be a fun way to just solidify the idea of coming together rather than doing something crazy. Now, the concept the client ended up choosing was this concept called Drink Together. This concept was heavily inspired by Aztec murals, and I really liked the idea that a friendship surviving so long, it's carved in stone and it's forever ingrained and forever solidified. And of course, I was a little bit concerned of the redundancy of having a beer click on top of a beer label, but I really was excited about making something that felt so strong and edgy and also stone-like. But even though I was excited about this, I was quite nerve-wracked about how exactly I was going to go about making something feel like stone. So when I was working on this design sketch, I bring in the actual sketch file to use as a base for the artwork, but I continue to progress on the design and just went to town on it. I'm not even gonna lie. When I start with something like this, I like to start with color blocking so I can ensure that all the right values make sense and are in a good place where everything is going to stand out. I ended up using a grittier brush texture to add in more details to the light values and then the dark values as well. And honestly, I cannot emphasize this enough. Texture, texture, texture. I use so much texture to bring in the stoned feeling. I found actually a high-res rocky texture to bring in over the art and make it look very nice. The tricky part was towards the end where I wanted to make it look more like rock and less like beer label. But I will show that later on. For now, I'm going to stop talking and let you guys enjoy this sketching part where I'm actually drawing the base of the beer label. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little drawing portion. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see more of. I know a lot of people enjoy the draw togethers and live sketches, but I just wanted to showcase the process of me actually drawing through it. So now here we are in Illustrator, where I bring in the base sketch and bring everything together. I did have to go back and edit it in Photoshop to make the rocky texture feel more put together, because I wanted everything to feel like rock, like stone, and be brought together. In the end, the client ended up loving it. They were very happy with how rocky it felt and how edgy it almost felt. So I'm glad that the client is happy. There are some things I wish I could have done differently. I do wish I could have re-emphasized the idea of stone. And I do wish, maybe we could have explored some unique printing techniques to give the paper a gritty texture, just to really make it seem more intentional and seem a lot more purposeful. But luckily, the project's over with and the client's happy, so I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to enjoy the little win and celebrate that it's all done. So I think if you guys ever want to try the beer, you can definitely visit Bellingham, Washington, and check out Sueñito Brewery and test out the beer and give it a try. I would love if you guys have any feedback, anything that you think I could have done better on the beer label, or anything more you'd like to see. I'd love to hear about it. So yeah, that's it. That is all for this video. I'm hoping you guys stick around to watch the whole thing, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback or comments or questions, feel free to send me a message or just put them down in the comment box. I'm really looking forward to making more videos like this and really showcasing my work and taking you guys along on my artistic journey as an artist, as a digital nomad, as a freelancer, and I can't wait to hopefully become a part of your world as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again in the next video, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.